by the weekend. That's your forecast. From the WSIC Weather Center, meteorologist Chase Myers.
Celebrate your big day with big prizes on the Home Ad Show. Call in your birthday or anniversary and get added to our daily prize wheel. Every day someone wins, but Fridays are even bigger. One lucky daily winner scores 4 tickets to see Peabo Bryson live in Mooresville on Saturday, June 14th. Doors open at 5. Show starts at 6 at 161 South Magnolia Street. It's the Golden Touch Tour, brought to you by the town of Mooresville. Don't miss your chance. Call in and win.
The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views of WSIC.
Good morning and welcome to Heart Mooresville, your small town radio show with a big heart. I'm your host, Christine Patterson, and we have guest co-host Alyssa Anderson back with us today.
Hey.
So glad you get to join us. More time to hang out. Yes. I love it. We have 2 special guests joining us today in the studio that I am especially excited to talk with today. Miss Megan Mosher, staff librarian at Mooresville Public Library. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
And Mr. Derek Edmisten, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. Great to be here.
Yeah, we're excited to talk about all the things the library has going on. And you have a lot going on this summer for people to engage in. But before we get into all of that, we always like to keep our listeners informed with In the News. All right, very cool story that I did not know this was even a thing. That a Mooresville resident was crowned Miss North Carolina Senior America. Miss Ann Nivens. First of all, does anyone know Ann Nivens?
She's part of a club.
She's actually president of the Rotary Club. Yes, I see her around at the Charles Mack sometimes. Wonderful, wonderful lady. She was crowned Miss North Carolina Senior America for 2025. She's a retired principal. During her career, she actually worked at several schools in the area in Charlotte and Iredell County. She's a volunteer guardian at Lightum, the president of the Mooresville Rotary. She's more than 200 people actually attended this event. It was at Ovens Auditorium in Sandhills Community College in Pinehurst. It was actually on May 10th. And her talent performance was singing, dancing, and playing the drums.
Oh,
wow. How cool is that?
Exciting.
Right?
Lots of talent.
I want to play.
I love a female drummer. I gotta say.
I want to learn how to play the drums, and I just think that is absolutely so cool that she can play the drums.
Yes, queen.
Yes, queen. Yes, that's right. Thank you. So she competed for that title. She is Miss Senior America 25-26. She actually competed in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and won. And then they had they crowned her. So the North Carolina Senior America Pageant, it's a nonprofit organization which seeks to enhance the image of women who have reached the age of elegance, which is 60 years or better. And the pageant honors the gracious women who best exemplify dignity, maturity, and inner beauty. And I love that. I love the age of elegance.
Yeah.
That's such a nice way.
That's like a subtle way to put it when you kind of feel as you get older, you're like, oh, this isn't great anymore. But you're elegant now.
Yeah.
There's
when I get older,
I'm je ne sais quoi about you.
Je ne sais quoi. That's right. We're just, aging with elegance. Yeah. I love that. Also, I'm doing my best today. I've got some allergy stuff going on. My voice is kind of in and out, so everyone bear with me a little bit today. Another story.
Queen.
Yeah, thanks. Another story that I feel like I just have to share because this is so amazing is Pine Lake Prep, which is a charter school in Mooresville, North Carolina. They have 168 graduating in their class of 2025. The graduation was on May 23rd. They held it at the Cove Church. They announced that they have the 168 students have amassed $8 million in scholarships. Right? $8 million in scholarships. That's pretty significant.
Yeah.
So congrats, class of 2025, Pine Lake Prep kids. Yes, I love to see it. They said collectively that they've received over 620 college acceptances across 47 states. In the fall, they'll be representing Pine Lake at 51 different colleges and universities across 17 states. Those are the schools that they've chosen to go to, with one student actually studying in Italy and then one joining the military at West Point. Wow. So very cool. Yeah. Another story that I definitely want to talk about is this mysterious sphere, the metal sphere that has been found and sparking all of this debate among scientists. Has anyone heard about this?
Yes.
This mysterious. I knew you have, because you definitely believe in aliens.
Yeah, for sure.
I had not heard this.
Oh, yes.
Eric, have you?
Well, I did see something on YouTube about it. Some reporters were talking about it.
So you did see the stories.
I did see
okay.
it, yes.
So there's something out there, guys. So scientists are currently studying a mysterious sphere that they believe to be a UFO. And remember, we think of like little green aliens, but really it's an unidentified flying object. Yeah. So what is it? We don't know, but they cannot find a source. The metal item was initially spotted flying over Buga, Colombia. Is that how you say that? Buga?
I think it's Buga, yeah.
On March 2nd. So this was a couple months ago. They've been studying it ever since. They found it. It was flying. There's video actually of the sphere flying, and they don't know how it was, in the air. It appears to have a mysterious symbol carved on its surface. One of the researchers studying the sphere noticed, these etchings on the metal. And so they're looking into it. They're doing x-rays of this to see what's inside.
Because it looks like there's no opening. Like when when you look at like the images of it,
and there's no welds or joints.
Yeah. It's just this perfect metal sphere.
Did it fly? So it's pretty cool, but I think that stuff's interesting, and maybe they'll discover some new technology, or maybe it's not from outer space, but it definitely makes you wonder. I hope it is too.
Do you guys believe in aliens?
There's got to be some other form of life out there, like in all that space.
The universe is so big.
Yeah, my parents were like, when I was born, they were like, "Yeah, there's aliens. You're like out of this world."
Yeah.
They're like, there's no way you can be from this planet. There's just
because you're out of this world.
There's no way.
I love that.
They keep waiting for people who can pick me up and take me home. I'm like, you're stuck with me. Sorry.
I love it. Well, it could be they when they x-rayed it, they said that there's 3 layers of metal along with 9 microspheres inside. So either way, it's a really complex and interesting makeup. So either way, it's a very cool object. But you never know. Maybe it's from outer space, and that's what they'll find. The next headline in the paper that I'll be sharing is, "This is from outer space, the planet." Yeah, so maybe we'll make that discovery soon. Very cool. Other announcements is the town of Mooresville is hiring right now. We have tons of open positions. You can go to mooresvillenc.gov and learn about all the positions that we have available right now. And for many of those positions, there is a $2,000 sign-on bonus right now. And I will say that is it's pretty great that they have continued to do that. A lot of places are not offering the sign-on bonuses right now. So they have continued to offer that sign-on bonus. Some of the positions that we have in our department, Experience and Engagement, are a sales coordinator. We also have a deputy director of Experience Engagement, the part-time admin specialist, and part-time event services worker. We also will soon have a part-time arts and events coordinator.
Yes.
So if you are interested in events and want to help bring them to life and work on, all of
the
those
really cool stuff we do all year. Yeah.
All the things that go along with event planning, we would love to have you on the team. So we'll talk more about that and get to talk about all the things going on at the library when we get back from the break. We'll be right back with Heart Mooresville.
There's more Heart Mooresville on the way from 105.9 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, maybe a little bit delayed, yes, but summertime is back once again. Plenty of sunshine, although a little bit of haze in the sky today, too. Temperatures well into the mid-80s for the afternoon. With that low humidity, it's chilly quick, especially after sunset. We'll go back into the low to mid-60s overnight, back up in the mid-80s for our Wednesday. Low chance of a shower on Thursday. We'll reintroduce isolated storm chances again by the weekend. That's your forecast. From the WSIC Weather Center, meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. The 500 Club in Statesville presents their member tournament this Sunday. Visit the 500 Club online for more information. Golfing, food, beverages, and fun are all at the 500 Club this weekend. The Dock and Rock Music Festival returns this Saturday at Waterside Bar and Grill in Catawba. The music begins at 4 p.m. with performances by Ryan Joyce, Chasing Phoenix, the Presley Layton Band, and Danny Carr and the Skeleton Crew. Tickets are only $10 in advance and still a bargain at $20 at the door. Search Dock and Rock at ticketleap.events. Dock and Rock is hosted by Ryan Joyce, Waterside Bar and Grill, and is powered by Waves Entertainment. We will see you on Saturday at Waterside Bar and Grill in Catawba for the Dock and Rock Music Festival. The Cookout Summer Shootout Series is back at Charlotte Motor Speedway for race number 1 on Monday, June 9th, and race number 2 on Tuesday, June 10th. Watch racing's future stars battle in Legends cars and bandoleros on the front stretch quarter mile. Click on charlottemotorspeedway.com for ticket information or head to Gate 4 at the Speedway for their weekly promotion. It's time to celebrate you on the Home Ad Show. Call in and tell us your birthday or anniversary, and we'll add your name to the daily prize wheel. Each day, someone wins a fun prize, but on Fridays, one lucky winner will be drawn for a very special prize, 4 tickets to the legendary Peebo Bryson concert. He is bringing his Golden Touch Tour to Mooresville on Saturday, June 14th. Doors open at 5 p.m. Show starts at 6 p.m. at 161 South Magnolia Street. Call in and get your name on the wheel. This incredible night of soulful music is brought to you by the town of Mooresville. Don't miss your chance to see Peebo Bryson. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Harrison's is the home of Work Western and wow! For nearly 30 years, our family has been boots on the ground when it comes to work. We have the largest selection of in-stock boots in the Carolinas and the best workwear brands like Harriet, Carhartt, and Wrangler. Find us on Norman Station Boulevard in Mooresville.
Mooresville, how we feeling? Good. Welcome back to Heart Mooresville on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Welcome back to Heart Mooresville. We are talking with Miss Megan and Derek of the Mooresville Public Library. Thanks again for joining us. So glad to get into all the things. But first, I want to hear a little bit about you all. So we'll start with Megan. What brought you to work at the Mooresville Public Library?
Well, I've been there since 2007, and I have an undergrad degree in teaching. And I also have, of course, a passion for literature. My grandmother was an English teacher and taught me to read at 4 or 5 years old and just continued that love of reading. And I had recently moved down here from Vermont and was looking for jobs, and the one at the Mooresville Public Library popped up, and I said, that's the place to be, I think.
So had you ever worked in a library before?
I had not. Oh. So it's been a wonderful, wonderful experience. I'm now the teen librarian, although I started in children's, and I love my job. I love working with people. The town is a fantastic place to work for. Yeah. They're so supportive, and I just love my job.
And so you're the teen librarian.
I am the teen librarian.
So what does that mean?
So I order all the teen books. I do the teen programs. Derek is at the West Branch, and he's my partner in crime for some of the teen programs over there. I'm in charge of the teen volunteers. Okay. All the good stuff. Anything that pertains to the teens, basically.
Yeah, all the teen stuff. I love it.
You're up to date with the lingo and all that stuff then.
Yeah, do you know all the Gen Alpha language? Does that mean you know all of that?
Some of it, but I have help. I have a 15-year-old and a 19-year-old at home, that does keep me in the loop. But
you get a crash course every day. Yeah.
And the teens are very patient with me.
Yeah. So are you bruh? Have you graduated?
Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah.
Instead of mom, are you bruh?
I get called both half the time. They're like, this is my other mom by some of the teen advisory board kids. Yeah, they're really great kids, and I love working with them. They're just so smart and creative, and they're just awesome.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. And what about you, Derek? How did you end up at the Mooresville Public Library?
Yeah, I'll give a quick shout out to Megan. She does an excellent job with our teens. She has such a passion for it. And it's just, it's inspirational sometimes working with her. So
that's awesome.
Little shout out to my coworkers.
You're
nice to work with good coworkers, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, so I was actually in the public school system for 22 years as a school librarian. And, you come to that point in your life where you just need a break. You need something different.
Yeah.
You need a new challenge. And I saw the opening for the Mooresville Public Library. They were getting ready to open the West Branch. And so I applied for that and was offered the position. And I've been so happy. I'm coming up on my 3rd year in July. And just love being at the West Branch. Love my coworkers. Big shout out to West Branch. Love you guys.
We love the West Branch.
Yes.
It's cool. We were there for the opening for that.
Yes. It's beautiful. It's the building. Yeah. They did a really good job on that.
Well, it's a great example, I think, of repurposing buildings instead of tearing down trees and using up more land. Just use what you've got, because it was actually an old drugstore.
Oh, very cool.
So, yeah.
Now, you said you were in the public school system working as a librarian before. I would imagine that that's different, a different atmosphere from being in the school system to being kind of the public library. What is that like?
Oh, huge difference. I was not used to working with different age groups, and I really love working with the adults. That's been a really neat, I think, aspect of transitioning into the public library. I was used to, really elementary through high school, and I love our adult patrons. They're awesome, and I really enjoy my interactions with them.
Yeah, you get to kind of be exposed to all of the community versus just that segment.
Yes.
Now, you've been with the public library how long now?
So July will be 3 years.
Okay, and Megan, you?
Since 2007.
Oh my gosh, are you going to make me do math?
I'm a lifer.
What is that, 20, almost 18? Is that 18 years?
I don't know.
Something?
All I know is that is when my husband and I started dating. So however long that is.
Okay. About 18. So you have been there long enough, especially, but even over the last 3 years, because the town has been through a lot of transition over the last couple of years. But how has the library evolved over that time that you've been there?
So it's changed quite a bit. I mean, the town itself has changed so dramatically, like with our growth and everything. So we've opened up the branch. When I got hired, our outreach coordinator, Crystal Steele, actually got hired the same time and everything. So we have grown and expanded on services. Traditional libraries were just books, and now, and research too as well. And if you come to like our reference department, we're not only helping with research questions, but we're also helping you with technology. Like, how do I get your apps? How do I print something? How do I make photocopies? I mean, we have mobile printing, scanning, as well as like traditional faxing and everything. And really, libraries have turned into a social hub.
Right.
People are coming there because it's a safe place, but they're also discovering there's programs like, oh, there's a free art program. There's a fantastic nonfiction book club led by Mr. Derek. And it's a way to connect with other people in this very digital world.
Yeah.
So
no, that's a great point. I think people think of the library and we think of books and I can check out books and I can, learn. But, you touched on some of those things. But what programs does the library offer in addition to providing, services and books?
I saw all ages bingo, and that was very exciting.
Yes. That's one of our Saturday programs. I love it so much because, again, talking about the community aspect, you have literally babies up to grandparents playing.
Yeah.
So you have such a wide range, and I just love seeing how the community interacts. I've seen families connect with each other that did not know each other before coming to bingo.
Yeah.
Kids making friends. Older adults, making connections, who may not feel like they really have a large social group, as an adult. It's just, that's one of my favorite programs to run. I have a great time with that. I have the bingo shirt, and all that jazz. And that's a lot of fun.
Make it fun.
Yeah.
So really, it sounds like you all have programs for all age groups.
Absolutely. We were actually diving into summer reading here pretty quick. And so we had our kickoff this past Saturday, and we had like a color walk, and then we had followed by a foam party, and then the fire department came out and like rinsed them off. We offer all sorts of programs, from book clubs to cooking classes.
Wow.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of all ages and drop-in type programs. So every Saturday we have art exploration, and it's exploring different mediums, and it's from 10 to 12. And then there's Art for All, and that is on Mondays at both locations, and that is from 2 to 4. And again, it's for all ages, different things, exploring art. Our theme is Color Your World this year, so it's a lot of like art. That. Yeah, but I also wanted to mention briefly something that we have that's not necessarily a program, but a new collection is our Library of Things. And this has everything from a metal detector to cake pans to a DS and DS games, puzzles, memory care kits. And it's just, we just are growing and offering so much. And I tell people, please take advantage. It's completely free. Please.
So I could go and rent like any of those things that you just mentioned. I can just go check it out and take it for whatever period of time and then bring it back.
Just like with your library card.
So cool.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
For 2 weeks, and then and you can have 2 items out, and then you can return and take out more. It's going, and it's growing. We just started this. Stevie, one of our staff librarians, is in charge of this collection, and she's done a wonderful job of selecting things that our community really needs. Pickleball sets.
Wow.
So if you wanted to try that sport out, but you didn't want to invest in the equipment,
And we know pickleball.
Yes, very.
Huge.
So, yeah, it's a good opportunity.
Wow.
Do you take donations for any of those items, or is there like a selection process or anything like that?
I would reach out to the library. I'm not quite sure about it. Like I said, we've only had it, 3 months? 6 months?
About 3 or 4 months.
Oh, yeah. So,
cool.
yeah, if they have questions, they can call the library and ask to speak to Stevie.
You talked about some of the programs, the color walk, the foam walk, cooking classes, the art exploration, summer reading. So how do you sign up for these things? Do you have to live in Iredell County? Like, what does that look like?
Okay, so for programs, anyone can come. Again, we provide all the supplies. It's completely free. Some programs are registration, and that's because there's only so many spots and supplies. I do registration a lot with my teens, too, because they need those text reminders. They're very, very busy. But you can just go online to mooresvillelibrary.org and go on our events calendar to register, or you can call the library and or stop in, and the staff would be happy to help you. We don't want anybody to not come because they can't figure out how to register. You can live in any county. You do not have to have a library card, although we do encourage it, of course.
You should have a library card.
You should have a library card.
Everyone should have a library card. Let's just be clear about that.
Yes. And if you live in Iredell County, it's completely free. But we've had people from Charlotte come. We've had people from Rowan, Cabarrus, Catawba even come and participate. And that's wonderful. We're open to all. Same thing for summer reading. You can register and participate in it. And we encourage it. So, yeah, it's a lot of opportunities. We're happy to help. We'd love to have people get involved.
Now, I have to circle back because you said the foam walk. Where is that? Where is that taking place?
Well, we did it this past Saturday.
Oh,
it was part of it. It transitioned from a color walk run, and then there was a foam party, and the kids and adults and just everybody got in on that. And then the fire department came and rinsed everybody off, and it was at Liberty Park.
That was very registration.
Cool. Okay, so I'll have to look out next year for that, because I definitely want to be in the foam party. All right.
Yeah, it's a good time.
We're talking with Megan and Derek at the Mooresville Public Library. We'll be right back after the break.
Stay in the know with all things Mooresville. Heart Mooresville continues next on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, maybe a little bit delayed, yes, but summertime is back once again. Plenty of sunshine, although a little bit of haze in the sky today, too. Temperatures well into the mid-80s for the afternoon. With that low humidity, it's chilly quick, especially after sunset. We'll go back into the low to mid-60s overnight. Back up in the mid-80s for our Wednesday. Low chance of a shower on Thursday. We'll reintroduce isolated storm chances again by the weekend. That's your forecast. From the WSIC Weather Center, meteorologist Chase Myers.
Hi, this is Bob McIntosh with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Since 1997, we have been committed to providing our clients with competent, caring, and experienced legal services. Learn more at McIntoshLawFirm.com.
With 5 area locations, Desco is your go-to resource for electrical supplies. Albemarle, Mooresville, Salisbury, Statesville, and Lexington. No matter where the job takes you, you're sure to be close to a Desco. Shop now at DescoInc.com.
Harrison's is the home of Work Western, and wow! For nearly 30 years, our family has been boots on the ground when it comes to work. We have the largest selection of in-stock boots in the Carolinas and the best workwear brands like Harriet, Carhartt, and Wrangler. Find us on Norman Station Boulevard in Mooresville.
Make a splash this summer with the Harbor Hippos. Opening day is May 30th, and it's going to be a blast. Season, group, or single tickets are now available. Join us at Huntersville Athletic Park. Get all the details at www.harborhippos.com. It's time to play ball.
Are you sick of running out of hot water? Whether it's in the middle of a shower or doing dishes, cold water's never fun. Say goodbye to those surprises with a Rinnai tankless water heater from GMV Energy. This energy-efficient propane-powered solution heats water instantly, so you'll never run out again. Plus, it saves money and frees up space. Propane models start at just $295 after rebates. Visit any G&B Energy location or gbenergy.com to learn more.
Caring for a sick child or aging parent? Visit equityhealthcares.com. They bring expert, personalized care wherever you need it. In office, virtually, or at your home. Equity Health Primary Care. For healthcare that fits your life, visit equityhealthcares.com.
Hey folks, you know Randy Marion is the king of price when it comes to buying a new vehicle or a pre-owned vehicle. But how about king of price when it comes to the service department? Randy Marion Chevrolet in Statesville, Randy Marion Ford Lincoln in Statesville has you covered on tires, brakes, batteries, wipers, you name it. Any service you need on your vehicle, regardless of the make or model, come see Randy Marion Chevrolet in Statesville Service Department or Randy Marion Ford Lincoln Service Department today.
Discover your next great experience at Kane Center for the Arts, where art and community come alive. From stunning gallery exhibits to captivating live performances, we're here to inspire, connect, and celebrate the arts. Visit kanearts.org.
Welcome to a Bible Minute with Pastor Randy Mitchell from Temple Baptist Church in Statesville.
The Bible says in 1 John chapter 2, verse number 15, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him." Folks, when God talks about loving the world is not just the breaking of the Ten Commandments. The world is a system, and the worldly system is orchestrated by Satan. It feeds off of our fleshly, sinful nature, and it's everything about us that wants to influence us and affect our life toward things that dishonor God. The next verse talks about the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life. These are all the things, the categories of the love of the world. But obviously, a relationship with God is a love relationship. We have to make a choice. You can love the world or you can love God, but you can't do both.
Thanks for listening to a Bible Minute with Pastor Randy Mitchell here on WSIC.
The best talk all day long.
WSIC.
Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Ultra-discount retailers rely heavily on imported products to fill their shelf spaces, but they also benefit when economic uncertainty is high as customers trade down. And that helps explain why, even in the face of tariffs, Dollar General believes this year is going to be a good one for earnings. It's hiking its full-year forecast, saying it expects to mitigate a significant amount of the tariffs. Dollar General shares are gaining 14%. A pioneer in paying for stuff online is pushing deeper into the business of paying for stuff in person. PayPal is launching a new credit card for people to make brick-and-mortar purchases. The card, issued by Synchrony Financial, a specialist in credit cards co-branded with retailers, will offer a 6-month promotion with no-interest financing for qualifying travel purchases, including flights and hotels. After a split start, Wall Street's indexes are now heading all in the same direction. Dow rising 0.1%, S&P 500 gaining 0.25%, NASDAQ up 0.5%. Andrew O'Day, Bloomberg Radio.
It ain't easy being number one, but we make it look good.
WSIC.
All things Mooresville to keep you in the Noseville. Join in the conversation by calling 844-STUDIO-4. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to Heart Mooresville. We are talking to Megan and Derek of the Mooresville Public Library, and we are learning all of the things that Mooresville Public Library has going on right now, which is a lot.
Yes.
You all are kind of in the middle of the summer reading program. I'm looking at a list or these photos of these wonderful baskets. Tell us about these prize baskets.
Yeah, the prize baskets this year are awesome. Of course, they reflect our art, color, our world theme. They're all ages baskets, and you have a chance to earn tickets to put into the prize box to try to win one of these baskets. For example, if you reach a certain milestone with reading on your minutes, you get a ticket. Attending a program, you get a ticket. There are multiple ways that you can earn tickets and put them into the drawing for the prizes. So we have 2 Kindle sets. We have a music basket, a pottery kit. There's a Lego basket. So we really tried to gear them towards art, creativity, kind of in keeping with our theme. And you can actually see pictures of these. We have some pictures at the branch. I think, Megan, they have a display downtown as well for the baskets.
When you walk in the door, look immediately to the right at the circulation desk, and they're all there.
These are amazing. And we were talking over the break too. Alyssa, you have a young daughter.
Yes.
You read to Piper all the time.
We read every night. And I guess my question was, obviously she can't read, but can we sign up for this and then log the minutes that I read to her as part, like that would be her portion of summer reading?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is a good chance to double dip because you're not only reading, but you're reading with someone. So count the minutes for yourself and for your child. Audiobooks, ebooks, a print book, Playaway. All of those are reading. So rack up those minutes.
Yeah. What
Absolutely.
a great activity to do with a toddler.
Yeah.
And then how exciting is that to win, a Play-Doh basket and this mess-free art basket.
She would go crazy.
Yeah. So very cool. Very cool. And I mean, in addition to summer reading, I mean, there's too many programs to even mention, obviously, on this 1 hour show, but you all have so many things going on. We've talked about a lot, but other programs that you have a songwriting workshop coming up on June 24th with local talent, Kayla Vega, which is very cool. So anyone interested in songwriting or, may want to explore that as a path.
Yes, and she's going to talk about where she gets her inspiration, how you can find yours, lyric writing, putting the music to it. Marketing is a huge deal, and she's just so sweet and knowledgeable. We were very lucky to be able to partner with her on this program, and that's for teens and like young adults is where it's geared towards. And I just wanted to add for summer reading registration, you can do it on the Beanstack app, or we have paper ones, and it is Birth Through the Age of Elegance.
Awesome.
So everybody can participate.
See what she did there?
Everybody can participate. We love it.
And then I learned something new today that you all offer mahjong. Am I saying it right? Mahjong?
I think that's the way to say it. I
Mahjong.
hear it different ways. But
Which is a tile game.
Yes.
So apparently this is becoming a thing now, right?
Oh, it is definitely the thing. We have been swamped at the library with requests. How do I sign up? Do I have to bring my own set of tiles?
Wow.
Who's going to be leading it? I think it's going to take off like gangbusters. I think it's going to be one of our bigger adult programs for the summer.
Wow.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they extended it into the fall.
Yeah. It will be like the library's version of pickleball.
Yeah,
Yes.
it will be. And for those of you that don't know, pickleball, the reason we are referencing pickleball is because pickleball is probably the most requested sport right now in Mooresville.
Yeah.
We need more pickleball fields. We do, and we have quite a few, but that is not enough to keep up with the demand of pickleball in the area.
I think it's literally always booked.
Yeah.
Like I think.
So maybe
I'm not sure there's openings.
Maybe we start offering mahjong as a alternative and say, well, we don't have a pickleball court, but you can go to the public library and play this fun game, mahjong.
Yeah,
mahjong. I love that name. I like saying it. Also, tie-dye tag. Now, what is this?
So this program is for teens, and you do have to register. But we've got white t-shirts, and we have squirters, and it's going to have the dye in it, and we're playing basically tag with the squirters, and then they'll be able to keep their t-shirt. It'll be a tie-dye t-shirt for them to keep. We're really excited about that one. That's going to be at the main library. And then we also got their little like splat balls. Instead of filling like balloons with paint, these are very environmentally friendly. It's made out of like seaweed, so they can throw the paint balls at each other too, and really make a mess.
I think they're reusable too. Like
it's
you can
amazing.
dip them back in the paint and.
Yeah, you could do that, but they also will disintegrate in like rain and stuff like that. If animals eat them, it won't make them sick or anything.
Nice.
So, yeah, we're really excited about that one too.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Like that's a childhood dream to play tie-dye
could just
tag.
do it with us.
I know.
Well, and we do Nerf nights for my teens after dark sometimes. So this was kind of a spin for the art aspect.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't even want to go to the office anymore. I just want to go play at the library.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to figure out a way to do that. I love it. So lots of things, and you can find out about all of these programs at mooresvillelibrary.org.
Yep.
If you want to register for a program, if you just want to find out more. So we've talked about tons of programming, tons of resources, but what are some of the lesser known services or resources that the library offers that, you kind of want people to know about?
Yeah, that's a great question. We have something called interlibrary loan. This is typically for books that are possibly out of print or they're still in print, but they're kind of hard to find. So a book might be, let's say, 7 or 8 years old. We don't have it. It's too expensive to order. So we reach out to other libraries within the region. And if a library has it and they're willing to lend it to us, that's one way that you can access books that the library doesn't have. What we try to do, though, is we try to purchase the books if we can. We have a purchase suggestion form. Mm-hmm. And, for example, I do the adult nonfiction ordering. So anything that's fairly new, fairly recent, if a person requests it and I feel like it's a good fit for the collection, we'll go ahead and purchase it. You can actually fill that out online on our website, or you can stop by either location. We have paper copies that you can fill out and leave with a staff member. The ILLs, you pick those up at the downtown location. Those don't come to the West Branch. So if you requested that, you would pick it up downtown, mainly because it just keeps it more organized and it's, they aren't our books. So we want to make sure we're taking care of them and keeping up with them.
What a great service to offer. Yeah, that's amazing.
That's pretty cool.
And then I know the library, it takes a ton of resources to be able to do what you all do with the programming and everything. So if people want to get involved and help and volunteer, is that an option?
Absolutely. So the town itself actually has a volunteer program as well, but particularly with the library. So you can begin volunteering at the library at age 13. Again, you can go to that website, mooresvillelibrary.org, and then scroll down on the left for teens and then volunteering. And they can do two things. They can join my teen advisory board, which is where they come and they advise me on what's cool and happening right now, what books, displays. They help plan summer reading programs like the tie-dye tag. And then we have what's called Teens Give Back, which is where they're more shelving the books, dusting, putting craft kits together, and any other tasks that I need assistance with or staff needs assistance with. And then adults, we have opportunities as well, and that you can go on the Town of Mooresville website to see what opening, but it's things like Books on Wheels, which is where we bring books to the nursing homes and the homebound, or shelf straighteners and dusters and shelving and stuff as well. So there's a lot of opportunity to get involved.
Yeah, so you can get involved by helping plan programming, by helping working those programs. So all of that you can find out at mooresvillelibrary.org. All right, we will be back talking more about the Mooresville Public Library with Megan and Derek right after the break.
Stick around. More Heart Mooresville with host Christine Patterson and Don Smile is coming up on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, maybe a little bit delayed, yes, but summertime is back once again. Plenty of sunshine, although a little bit of haze in the sky today, too. Temperatures well into the mid-80s for the afternoon. With that low humidity, it's chilly quick, especially after sunset. We'll go back into the low to mid-60s overnight. Back up in the mid-80s for our Wednesday. Low chance of a shower on Thursday. We'll reintroduce isolated storm chances again by the weekend. That's your forecast. From the WSIC Weather Center, meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. The 500 Club in Statesville presents their member tournament this Sunday. Visit the 500 Club online for more information. Golfing, food, beverages, and fun are all at the 500 Club this weekend. The Dock and Rock Music Festival returns this Saturday at Waterside Bar and Grill in Catawba. The music begins at 4 p.m. with performances by Ryan Joyce, Chasing Phoenix, the Presley Layton Band, and Danny Carr and the Skeleton Crew. Tickets are only $10 in advance and still a bargain at $20 at the door. Search Dock and Rock at ticketleap.events. Dock and Rock is hosted by Ryan Joyce, Waterside Bar and Grill, and is powered by Waves Entertainment. We will see you on Saturday at Waterside Bar and Grill in Catawba for the Dock and Rock Music Festival. The Cookout Summer Shootout Series is back at Charlotte Motor Speedway for race number 1 on Monday, June 9th, and race number 2 on Tuesday, June 10th. Watch racing's future stars battle in Legends cars and bandoleros on the front stretch quarter mile. Click on charlottemotorspeedway.com for ticket information or head to Gate 4 at the Speedway for their weekly promotion. It's time to celebrate you on the Home Ad Show. Call in and tell us your birthday or anniversary, and we'll add your name to the daily prize wheel. Each day, someone wins a fun prize, but on Fridays, one lucky winner will be drawn for a very special prize, 4 tickets to the legendary Peebo Bryson concert. He is bringing his Golden Touch Tour to Mooresville on Saturday, June 14th. Doors open at 5 p.m. Show starts at 6 p.m. at 161 South Magnolia Street. Call in and get your name on the wheel. This incredible night of soulful music was brought to you by the town of Mooresville. Don't miss your chance to see Peebo Bryson. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Welcome to the world of digital technology at ClearSmile Orthodontics in Birkdale Landing. The Light Force Braces system and Invisalign have proven to be more accurate and faster than stock metal braces. Book a free consult online at clearsmilecharlotte.com.
Call now to speak with iHeart Mooresville hosts Christine Patterson and Don Smile at 844-STUDIO-4. It's iHeart Mooresville on WSIC.
Welcome back to iHeart Mooresville. We're having fun today talking to Megan and Derek of the Mooresville Public Library. I've learned a lot today, actually.
I know, it makes me want to go to the library.
Definitely want to go play tie-dye tag.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to
We
make
might
that
have
a regular
to
thing.
infiltrate the teen event.
I know. I want to come work for the library. Well, we've had a lot of fun, but we're actually about to have some more fun because we love playing games here on iHeart Mooresville. Would you all like to play a game with us?
Yeah.
Bring it on.
All right. Let's see how you fare in a little library trivia.
Uh-oh. We're in the hot spot now, Derek.
Okay. What is the largest library in the world?
Oh gosh, did you say what Library of
Congress?
Yes, that's it.
Library
That's
Congress?
correct. You got it. Okay, true or false? The longest overdue book was returned 288 years late.
Ooh, I've seen some really long due dates. I wouldn't be surprised if that was true.
I'll say
what do you think?
false. I'll do the opposite, then one of us will be right.
So it's true. The Guinness Book of World Records most overdue library book is held by a 1609 German book about the Archbishop of Bremen that was borrowed by Sydney Sussex College in Cambridge, and it was returned 288 years later because they found it in Houghton Hall. So that's a very overdue book.
Yeah, imagine what the fee would be on that.
Right? I know.
Which we are late fee fine free, but
yeah,
not everybody is.
So
no.
More than 200 years. What would you have to bring in cattle, horses? What would
Probably,
you,
yeah.
What would you pay for?
I know.
How do we
some
pay?
trade? Okay, what famous horror author was once a library janitor?
Oh,
The only name that's coming to mind is Stephen
Was it
King.
That's
Stephen
right.
King? I was about to say
Yes.
Stephen King.
Because he's
Stephen
the,
King.
the king of horror, right?
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. He used to work at a library as a janitor
That's
and then
awesome.
became a famous author. Pretty cool. True or false? The Dewey Decimal System uses letters to organize books by topic.
Oh, that is. Just read that again just to make sure.
True or false? The Dewey Decimal System uses letters to organize books by
Okay,
topic.
that's definitely false.
That's definitely false.
Definitely
yeah.
false.
Because it uses what?
Numbers.
That's right. That's right. You can't stump a librarian.
You can't trick our nonfiction librarian,
That's right.
especially.
That's right.
I knew that one.
What is the most stolen library book?
The Bible.
Oh, that's a good answer. But
That's a great answer.
it's actually the Guinness Book of World Records.
Oh, wow. The irony there.
I know.
I
right?
feel like that makes sense though, because I feel like a lot of kids love that.
Yeah.
Oh, they do.
So it's like they're like,
Probably.
"I'm gonna stick it in my backpack."
True.
They
It's
do
crazy.
love them.
Okay. All right. Now, you all know this. True or false? Many libraries are expanding beyond books and offering items to be borrowed, like household items, musical instruments, tools.
Very true.
Way true.
That's true because the Mooresville Public Library offers those things.
Yes.
Okay, now last question. True or false? Some libraries offer human books, people you can check out to have a conversation with.
That is true.
That is
and
true.
that's
I've
a
heard
program I would love to explore. It's copyrighted and there's a specific training, but we have actually looked into possibly doing that in
Isn't
the future
that-
because
Yep.
it's really cool.
I really would have thought that was false, but it is. It says some libraries, particularly public libraries and universities, offer events called human libraries where individuals volunteer to be human books and engage in one-on-one conversation with readers. That is very cool. I could check out a person and have a conversation with them.
Yeah.
That would be cool. You could check me out.
What?
And then, and we could just talk.
We could. And
That's
that would
pretty
just
cool.
Be a normal day.
I would check out Megan and Derek.
Yeah,
because
I'd
I
love
would
to
learn
pick
a
their
lot.
brains. Yeah, for sure. Is that something where like the person has to be like have like knowledge about like a specific thing, or is it just like
Anyone.
human experience? Like you've said, you've looked into it, right?
Yeah, it's different experiences. So,
Okay.
for instance, I might have somebody who's a vegan.
Sure.
So you could ask them questions about like,
yeah.
where do you find your resources? What helped you choose this path? Or,
Okay.
but there's also other experiences, say like a police officer, or I'm trying to think of the list. There's so many, like food truck
Yeah.
owner,
Yeah.
you know, so
Culture. Yeah.
culture, exactly.
Great. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so fun.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Like people that have been involved in like startups, like e-commerce, like how do you start your own business,
Sure.
entrepreneurs.
Kind of a
From other
coaching
countries.
thing
Yeah,
almost.
yeah.
That's pretty
I've
cool.
seen a lot of requests for that. Like
Yeah.
how do you actually start your own business?
Very, very
I saw
cool.
I saw an article about that.
Wow.
And you have like almost like a mentor.
I think you all got like all the answers right. So
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Well, I got one wrong. Derek showed
Oh,
me out.
well, but
That's okay.
we'll count the answer. So you're 10 for 10. That was great. So thank you both for joining us today. So again, if you want to find out all about the library services they offer, what programs are upcoming, they're in the middle of summer reading. You've heard tons of great things that you can do for all ages. You can go to mooresvillelibrary.org. Thank you both for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, it's been great. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Very
Thank
fun.
you. Well, lots going on at the library, but also lots going on in Mooresville.
Mhm.
Alyssa, we have tons of programs coming up
Yeah.
just in the summer,
Yeah.
but all throughout the year.
Mhm.
A couple we want to point out, we are in the middle of Rock the Park summer
Yes.
concert series. So first Friday of every month, except for July,
Except for
and,
July and
August
August,
this
yes.
year. We host concerts at Liberty Park. You can enjoy brews, food, great music.
Mhm.
We have a couple special Rock the Park concerts
This Friday.
Yeah, so this Friday is our Caribbean night.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we have a great reggae band.
Mhm.
We have Caribbean themed food trucks.
Yes.
You can
Yum.
have some really good food. We'll have vendors. We have games. We also have someone teaching Caribbean dance.
Oh, wow.
So you can learn some new dance moves.
Love it.
And then of course, the great music. So
Yeah.
a really fun time. That's June 6th. That's this Friday at Liberty Park. The show starts at 6:30, but food and beverages, everything else will be set up at 6:00. So you can come and put out your lawn chair or blanket, get a good spot, and just enjoy a good time.
Yeah. And
Liberty
Liberty's looking
Park.
better.
Yeah, and Liberty Park is just a beautiful park. They redid it a few years ago, and it's
really is.
gorgeous.
Yeah. Yes, and the playground's right there. I mean,
Yes.
kids can play. You can hear music. It's just such a great setting for that.
It is.
And then we have some other great shows in July. We have The Chain, featuring local artist Danny Kerr, who was on The Voice. We also have a special concert experience that we'll announce soon in August. And then we'll end with, of course,
Buffett and Beyond.
Jimmy Buffett.
Love
That's
it.
right, because you can't have summer without Jimmy Buffett. You just can't. It's a law. So great concert series. You can find out all about who's coming at mooresvilleevents.com. We also have a special show at Mooresville Performing Arts Center, which is on the Mooresville High School campus. It is a state-of-the-art facility. It was actually a project that the town of Mooresville partnered with the school on to build this amazing facility. It seats over 1,600 people. It is a great space for these national artists that we're able to bring in. And we are bringing Peebo Bryson on June 14th, two-time Grammy winner, two-time Academy Award winner.
Yep.
He is the voice, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Like, it is just that smooth R&B voice like velvet. And he sounds amazing.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Still sounds amazing.
Yeah, and that he's doing the Golden Touch Tour, which is celebrating his 50 years in the music space. So, I mean, 50 years of singing.
Yeah.
You can't really get much better than that.
No, he's pretty skilled.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if you are R&B fan and you want that, like, he's got all those romantic ballads, but then he also, if you're a Disney fan, he was the on the soundtrack for, you know, Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast, and was the one who recorded that song with Celine Dion. And I mean, just so get some
know that.
get some Disney nostalgia, get some romance. It's come June 14th.
Get your tickets at mooresvilleevents.com.
That's right.
He had an album out recently, a new album. If you haven't heard it, it's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Really good. Just classic Peebo Bryson.
Yeah.
Really good stuff.
That voice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing. But that's going to be a fun show.
Yeah.
We also have the Food Truck Festival coming up. Mooresville Downtown Commission puts on Food Truck Festival the first Saturday of every month. It's downtown. So all the food trucks will be this Saturday.
So
you
fun.
Can catch them.
Yeah.
So you can come to Liberty Park on Friday, have a great concert experience, then come back downtown for Saturday for the food trucks.
This sounds like a good opportunity for me not to have to do dishes.
There you go.
I'm loving this.
Anytime.
Yes.
Anytime I can not cook is
Yes,
is
that
great.
too.
Yeah.
Especially heating up the house. It's
Yes.
hot. Like, let's do this.
Come on, kids. Let's
Food
go
and entertainment.
eat a food truck.
Mhm.
I love it. And they have lots of different options
Yeah,
too. Like
they
you can
do.
get it healthier. You see a lot of like
They
healthier
expanded
meals
onto
with food
Broad
trucks.
Street, so there's way
Yeah.
more options this year.
And then Parks and Recreation has some upcoming programming. They actually have roller skating at Liberty Park on June 20th.
That'll be fun.
I know. We need a roller skating rink.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
I agree.
Or
But
ice skating rink.
we do a lot of skating at the basketball court at
Yes,
Liberty
yeah.
Park. So they offer skate days frequently.
Yeah.
So you can still get that skate experience. They also have cookout at Mooresville Skate Park.
Yes.
So bring your skateboards or your roller blades, or you can do scooters.
Yeah.
Anything. It's not just skateboards.
No.
Anything that has wheels, really. Except for a car.
Heelys. Remember those shoes back
Yeah.
then?
Yes.
Those are making a comeback. I've seen kids in those recently. I was like,
gosh.
what?
Very cool.
I know schools hated those.
Well, you can enjoy a cookout on June 21st from 6 to 8 p.m. at Mooresville Skate Park. And then also in June 28th is the Great Race. So, yeah, Great Race, which is I guess it's a timed race of old classic cars, and they start in multiple states away, and they kind of, do the checkpoints. And then Mooresville is one of the overnight stops. And last time they were here in 2021, we won Most Spirited Community.
Wow.
So
Oh, wow.
I think we got to go for that again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So lots of opportunities to get involved, get out there, engage in June. You've heard many of them here. You can also find out more at the community calendar at mooresvilleevents.com. Thank you all so much again. This has been such a fun show. Everyone have an amazing week. Get out there and do something fun in June, because there's no shortage of opportunities.
And a lot of them are free.
That's
which is
right.
Great.
Free ways to engage. All right, everyone. Have a great week. We'll see you next week with Heart Mooresville here in WSIC News.